Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I will be talking about an important topic. Yesterday, I was with my daughter's father taking care of business, and he said something to me that I thought was just like so out of line. So I'm coming today with a video for you guys to talk about how you can positively respond to the co-parent or the other parent when they just say something like, I can't believe you just said that, instead of cussing them out or yelling or fighting or keeping them from their children. And I want to talk about this while it's fresh because, like I said, this was yesterday and I'm like, I don't know, I can't believe he said that to me. But hey, it's his opinion. So I just want to talk about how it is important to conduct yourself in a peaceful manner at all times. As I already stated in a previous video, I am currently on a daily lifestyle fast, and I'm trying to work on me, work on my inner, and be more peaceful and not be so eager to be upset and just like whatever, anybody piss me off. I'm trying to just be more calm. Excuse me. And so yesterday when my daughter's father said what he said to me, and it wasn't no name calling, we were actually discussing our daughter and how we're going to navigate who's going to have her win and things like that, you know. And he had said something, and I won't mention it, but I was first kind of offended for a quick 5 seconds. But then I'm like, okay, that's his opinion. But then I got mad again, like I know he didn't. And so I didn't cuss him out. I don't think I really yelled. I was just like, you have the nerve to what? What makes you think, you know? And I was just caught off guard with that statement. But I understand and I respect his opinion. And so this video here today is just to let you guys know, even if you're the mother or the father, you don't have to be nasty toward the other co-parent. Like maybe he wasn't in a good mood. I don't think he was, because soon as I came in his presence, it was already like an attack. And I'm like, what is going on? And so you don't always have to resort to their level. You know, if you got to like kind of say what you have to say it peacefully. Don't be all nasty about it and just disrespectful. Because the children are always watching. Whether they're in the other room, they can hear. And so we're our children's role models. And so the way we respond to situations, whether we like them or not, whether they're disrespectful, whether they're hurtful, offensive, they are watching, and we need to set those type of guidelines. Say, this is how you act when things don't go the way you want them to. I'm smiling now, but I was like kind of upset yesterday. But I want everyone to know that you don't have to always be nasty with that other co-parent. If they want to be disrespectful, they want to call you out your name. And no, that's not my case, but I'm just using examples. Go on and let them. Because eventually what goes around comes around. If they're steady treating the father of their child like this, or the mother of their child horribly, but they want to treat everybody else around them good. No, it's just in nature. Nothing good would truly happen for them if they continue that behavior. So my point is, when you're co-parenting, like I am co-parenting with my daughter's father. And I try to make sure that it's at least decent. Because personally, on a personal level, me and him, we don't really see eye to eye. But on a parenting level, we try to, see how we can just compromise and agree, see where the other parent is coming from. And so when things like this happen, we just really just see one thing totally left and the other parent sees something totally right, we have to really humble ourselves, think before we talk, and then respond. Because like they say, every action has a reaction. And had I said something disrespectful or did something, that little situation could have escalated for no reason, when all I could have just peacefully said, you know what? And I didn't do this, but this is what I should have said. James, I do not appreciate what you're saying. I understand that's your opinion, but you could have said that a little different. I'm her mother, and you knew the issue before we had a child, and so how could you say something like that? Now, I didn't say that, nor did I cuss. I just was like, who do you think you're talking to? What do you mean? I didn't, and I didn't yell, raise my voice, but I could have still said it a little more calm and peaceful. But y'all, I'm a work in progress, and with doing this fast, I'm learning to try to be more patient and shut up and just listen, because that's what I've been praying for. I need to shut up and be able to listen and then respond and not let my anger get to me. So I'm encouraging the mothers, the fathers, even the grandparents, whoever's co-parenting or dealing with that child or the children, let's do it positively. It's okay. Arguments are okay to happen if they are done positively. And if we steady carrying on and just doing what our parents did and their parents did, and down the line, we would never make any progress. And progress is needed in the Black community. It's needed on co-parenting levels, period. All these co-parenting skills we need, we just have to come together. And like I said, this is a process for me, and I'm still learning this. So as I'm telling you guys this, I am telling myself this. And I do give myself a little pat on the back for not saying something that I shouldn't have said, because I was upset last night. And I'm just like, no, I know he didn't. I just know he didn't. I thought it would be like, you won't see it. I thought of it. You won't be seeing her just for a quick second, because I think what he said, I was just out discombobulated like I am now. And I thought of it like, did he just say what he think he did? He won't be seeing her again. And that was for a quick second. I thought like that because I was upset. But then I had to calm down, realize, nope, I have to take myself out of the equation and think about my daughter. At the end of the day, it is about the child. And although I wanted to say that, I just said, I had to be mature. He said what he said, and that's his opinion. He respectfully said what he said, and I see where he's coming from, but it just could have been said differently. But I have to respect his opinion. And so I had calmed down, and we stopped talking, and I just left it alone. And talking to you guys today, I'm fine with what he said. Because I'm just like, okay, that's his opinion. I have to learn to respect people's opinion. I may not agree with everything. And I'm just learning how to peacefully respond. I don't want to be on edge all the time. I don't want to be riled up all the time. No, I am a mother. I'm a Black woman, and I need to come in peace when need be. And when other sides need to come out, then that's when need be. But at the moment when you're dealing with that other parent, I don't care if they're calling you lousy, you this, you that, I'm about to take my child. You just say, okay. Or not even say, okay, just walk away, go and take a breather, and then you come back and assess the situation. That's why they always say don't say nothing when you're upset. Because some things will be said, and then the problem or the issue is escalated. When all you could have just did was let that other parent talk. Sometimes they just want to let out what they're thinking, even though it may not be positive or a good thing. Just let them say what they have to say. And this is coming from a mother, and a mother that co-parent my daughter's child. And he is not, if anyone, not many people know him, but he is not an easy person to get along with or to even deal with. So I have to learn to bite my tongue, especially as a woman. Because I know I have said things and stepped out of line too many times. And I'm trying to recorrect that and just do better from here on out, because I know my daughter is watching, my sons are watching. And I sure don't want them to, first of all, I don't want them having children, period. But if they were to, I sure wouldn't want them to be dealing with someone that don't even know how to talk to them, to how to express themselves. To how to say, you know what, James, I didn't like what you said, but that's your opinion. But I am going to improve and do better. That's what I should have said. But I'm still learning. And I just want everyone to know, all the parents, please try to co-parent. You can co-parent in healthy ways. Just because he's married or she's married, or he don't want you, she don't want you don't have to have that affect the bond of co-parenting. And to be honest, that's the only bond or relationship that my daughter, father, he and I have, because there's nothing else. We had a responsibility, and we're stepping up to the plate, and we know that she needs both of us. That's really what it lays down to. Like, okay, she needs both of us, and we know we gotta deal with each other on some levels. And so I want everyone to just stop today. Today is July 4th. It's 2020. It's already a lot of stuff going on in this world, and we just need to come together. If we want our futures to be better, it starts with us. We have to model that behavior because our children are watching. And some of the things that my children had to experience, I'm not saying it's like trauma and all horrible, but just the way I talk at times, the aggression in my voice and all this, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all because most of the time they're going to do that. They're going to get with someone and do that. And if they have kids, they're going to repeat the same habits. And this has been going on for generations, not in just the black community, in all communities, and colored communities. Because most of the time we just hostile a lot. And that's another deeper roots of reasons of why. But just in general, I want the mothers, I want the fathers. If you keeping the child away, FaceTime, say, you know what, I don't know, I no longer want to keep your child away from you, but we're going to start little by little. And, you can call little Johnny over the phone. Then, then we can video call. Then we can meet somewhere in public. Just take those steps because you may think that you are protecting that child from the other parent, whether it's mother or father, but it's hurting that child. Unless they're a serial killer or something else extreme is going on, you don't need to be doing that. And just because we are mothers doesn't mean we have more rights than the father. We absolutely don't. We have the same equal amount of rights. And I had to check myself when I said, I was thinking yesterday, he ain't going to be seeing her again. That was Deystany talking. Because I'm thinking about, I know he didn't just say what he said to me. Like, what? But I quickly checked that. And I had to realize, that's his opinion. We just have to do better. And I don't know if I'm making sense right now because it's been a busy day. I just got home and I just wanted to get in front of the camera and talk about this while it's fresh. So I'm hoping it's making sense to everyone that even when that other parent is just really talking sideways. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry you feel that way. Well, what can I do to make you feel better? Or what can I do to make you feel different about the child? And like I said, the disagreement that me and my daughter had, it was pertaining to our daughter. So it's not like it was on something else. And while I'm talking about it, you want to be focused. If you're co-parenting in a healthy way, only focus about the child. Don't worry about how they're getting money to get their clothes, but they're not helping you with your child. Nothing like that. All you can do is say, hey, little Johnny need this. Can you help? And if they can't help, they don't need to go calling them out their name or anything, because in reality, you can't do it neither if you're asking. So if you can't do it and they can't do it, I guess we're in the same boat. So there's no need to go calling the mother a B, calling the father a deadbeat, none of that. And to be honest, this may be a little bit much, but I'm like more team dad than I am team mom. For one, I was raised by a father who raised 4 of us by himself. And we all have our different lives now, but the way he raised us, I give all the respect to him and kudos to him because he did better than half of the mothers in this world, or I should say in the United States. So when we think about the fathers, let's not bash them. Let's uplift them. Let's encourage them. If they're doing some low down dirty stuff, we have to remember that we picked these men. We pick these women, so we have to deal with the consequence. But we don't got to double beat them down. We already know what's going on in the world. They don't need it from us, whether we're together or not. They should be able to come to you and be like, you know what, I can't help this month or whatever it is that you need for little Johnny. But, I'm trying, or can I just here's $5. Even if it may not be much, but hey, you can get a case of water with it. You can get something. Let's not put too much on our fathers. Let's not put too much on our mothers. Let's just try to come together as best as we can to be here for the child and communicate respectfully. We don't have to be nasty. Go back and forth with one another. Now, when I said what I said to my daughter's dad, he didn't yell neither. It was just like, I guess it's growth. And I'm thankful for the Creator for that. Because it wasn't in a disrespectful way. I just didn't like what was said, and I wanted to come and talk about that because it dawned on me like, you know what? Another parent may be dealing with this, and it may be something extreme. And only you know your situation, so if you know you can't contact that other parent, or if you can, do it. because it is just for the child. At this point, when you are co-parenting, it is what is best for that child. How can we help that child? How can we better communicate? Let that child see us communicate. Like, mommy and daddy are not together, but my mommy and daddy, they know how to talk and agree and disagree in a respectful manner on things that are about me. And so if they are ever in a situation where they have to be working with a coworker, working with a boss, working with a classmate, and they don't like that person, they'll still know how to properly communicate. Okay, I don't like that, but you do have a point. I'll work on it, but I wish you would have said a little better. Things like that. And James, if you're watching, I didn't even give you a heads up, but I respect your opinion. Now that I think about it, I'm more calm. I understand what you're saying. My point was just you already knew that before we had a child, and you should have thought about that. And so it's my bad for putting our business out there, but I just want to be honest with my audience. My channel is solely on being honest. I'm not worried about, oh, let me make up this just so they can watch. No, all this is coming from here. This is coming from here, and just wanting us mothers and fathers to just do better, come together. Because we know all of us, it's a lot of divorce going on, so it's a lot of co-parenting that should be happening. And so if that should be happening, we should be respectfully communicating, still helping each other. Even though me and my daughter, dad co-parent, guess what? When he needs something, which is not often, and if I have it, he's going to get it. I'm going to help him. Or vice versa. A lot of times I need something. Hey, James, I need matter of fact, this camera. For a great example. I didn't really have the money. I had it, but not at that moment. And I said, I need this amount of money for a camera for the thing. And he said no. I asked again, and somehow, some way I convinced him to let me get the camera, and he helped me. But he didn't have to do that because that was not even about our child. And so when you're able to just disagree and agree and just have different opinions and respect one another, this co-parent thing can just be great for everyone. Because being able to co-parent with him, it helps me understand that, you know what, I have to really not think about myself. I make a lot of decisions thinking about just me. Because in some ways I'm selfish, and I didn't intentionally want to do things in a selfish way. It just happens. Sometimes naturally we're just selfish. And with co-parenting, you have to take yourself out and just think about that child. It's really that critical. We have too many divorces going on. Children are being born every day. And so co-parenting is like really the only option. And yes, I know some fathers are not a good example, but that doesn't mean that they can't teach that child nothing. He may be this, he may be a thug. I don't like thug, I like to say hoodlum. He may be a hoodlum, she may be that, she may be this, she may be low down, he may be low down. But there is something good in everyone. There is at least one thing good in everyone, and that one thing can be taught to your child. So let's always remember that. And us parents, whoever is the primary parent, we're not perfect. We have our flaws. But what I realize is I'm learning balance. Balance has been coming to me a lot. When I'm fasting and praying, I'm learning about this thing, balance. And so when you have a balance, you may be good at one thing and the other parent may be good at something. And so if that child is able to grasp that from each parent, it's going to make that child even more whole. Like, because I'm using my example, my daughter's dad, he's into exercise, fitness, and, things like this and stocks and, different things. And he can offer that to my daughter, not only my daughter, my other two boys. He can offer that to them. Where you ask for me, I don't want to be at the park. I don't like the germs. I just want to know. I like to be in the house, or, I really like to be in the house. And so when my daughter is with me, she doesn't really have that exposure. But when she was with her father, she can go and have fun, be working out, be learning about the trees, the stars. With me, I'm still trying to become a better parent, but I know I offer that nurturing part. I offer that nurturing part, which isn't enough. It isn't enough, but that's a balance. And that's what that child needs. And so we just need to come together. We need to make this co-parenting thing work. And it can work if you want it to work. And if there's any father or mother right now that is keeping their child away, please stop. It is hurting. Almost got emotional. Sorry, I almost got emotional because when you take a child from the other parent, you don't know how it may affect the other parent. And I got emotional because I have a family member that's dealing with that. The child was taken away. Actually, I have, now that I think about it, a couple of family members, and their child was taken away. And when the child was taken away, it affected them. But I have one that it affected more than the other. And I love that person dearly, and just to see how having the child taken away affected that person, it actually kills me. And I'm sorry for crying. I didn't expect for this to happen, but co-parenting is really serious, and parents need to realize that you can't keep the other child away from the other parent. Even if there's something seriously going on, you can always video call, or like I said, go in public to meet that person, because it's still affecting the child. You can have as many stepfathers as you want. You can have as many stepmothers as you want. But that person, and it can be amazing, but they will never be that father. All they want is a relationship with their father, you know? I'm about to go to break because I need to get myself together. I don't know, that just caught me off guard, because it relates to me. When you take a child from the mother or from the father, emotionally they're no longer okay. Spiritually, financially, anything can just happen. And that's damaging. Like, that's how much our children mean to us. And so by not even letting that other parent see the child, it does more harm than any good. And I'm just the type of person that I will do anything to make sure that my children, that their parents are in their life. Sorry, forth. But I'll do anything to make sure. Okay. They celebrate freedom, but we ain't free. I had to calm down and stop talking because all these firecrackers. But we're not free. That's another topic. But when you take that other parent, that child away from the other parent, there's a lot going on. It goes on with the child. It goes on with, hopefully it bothers you, and it bothers that other parent. And you just never know how long that parent will be around, you know? And I'm sorry for getting choked up. It just really hit me. Like, dang. When you do that, when you take that child away from that parent, it messes them up. And it's not okay to do things like that to other people. I don't care what their flaws are. There is something good in every single one. From the people that's out there on the streets, from those that are fighting addictions, demons, there is something good about everyone. And they too deserve to be around their children, even if it's visitation, even if it's every other week, even if it's on video call, even if it's just a phone call. They deserve to hear their child. It hurts when you cannot see your child. And it's not okay to keep the other away. I don't even know how many minutes this is. I don't know if it's making sense. But if it is, just make a difference. I just went from it's supposed to be how to properly communicate. But, you know, sometimes you got to let the Creator do what the Creator want to do. I'm encouraging everyone, please step up to the plate. Swallow your pride. Take self out of the equation. And do what's best for your child. Leave any comments that you have for how to better communicate with the parents if you have for me. Anything. I'm just encouraging everyone to do better. Let's stop the yelling, the cursing, the disrespect amongst one another. We have to remember we laid down and had that child with that person. And so we have to deal with our consequence. The Creator is interesting. I'm going to get into the song of the day. And the rules are, you have about 3 seconds or so to hear a beat. You reply in the comments, the name of the artist and the song. And then you win a prize every month. So hopefully you guys can have some good luck and know the name of the artist. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I hope that this is an inspiration to somebody. You have to be bigger than yourself. You have to make better decisions. And you guys have a good day. And if you're out there celebrating the 4th and you from the Black community, it's shame on you, because we are not free. All right? Juneteenth is what we celebrate.